you all, I wanted to show you this, what I got from the farmer at the farmer's market yesterday. This, okay. Check that out. That is all zucchini. And this is probably about half of it. Can you believe that? So you see, these are sort of pieces, broken pieces and things like that. And our farmer is so lovely. She's always so sweet to give us boxes of veggies broken and things like that for the animals that we have, for the birds and everything, and they love stuff like this. So I divided the box of pieces that she gave me into two different things. Some were a little more blemished than others. So it was a lot of pieces of tops, and I left those tops and other more blemished pieces outside in the refrigerator for the birds. So I've just been feeding them handfuls at a time. You know, I'll take some out there. They're nice and cold, which is great for the birds right now. And also, you know, they're fresh veggies. So though these are broken and blemished and all of that, they're still great. Farmer, like the farmer at our farmer's market, can't sell this, you know. Of course, a lot of these pieces are broken because things get moved and broken in transport and then shifting from box to box and picked and packed and all that stuff. But it's still perfectly fine to eat. So we're gonna do some projects with this zucchini today and preserve it, because I want to preserve this to get the most use out of it for my family. So a couple of things that I'm gonna do, I'm gonna chunk some of it up and then I'm gonna shred some of it. Both of it I'm going to dehydrate. So we'll see how far we can get with one dehydrator load. First, I'm probably gonna start with shredding, but first, we gotta get this stuff washed. So I have my sink full over here with just cold water, tap water, and some white vinegar. That's all I'm gonna use to wash this. I just wanna get the, you know, the junk off of it from being in the fields. So that's the first step here.
All right, so to kick off today's project, we definitely want to wash all this zucchini up really good. And we're going to have the help of Clark, overlooking everything on the sink here. In the sink, I just put a bit of white vinegar before I put the water in. And then, of course, fill it up with water and give all this zucchini a good rinse. Now, if you were wanting to store fresh vegetables for longer term storage than what we're doing today, then you would want to let that soak in that vinegar water for a little bit longer, and then you can take it out and dry it completely before storage in the refrigerator. But for today, all we're trying to do is just get the dust and dirt off of these and get them nice and clean so we can shred them up and move on with our preservation projects.
I just shredded up what I thought was not that much zucchini, actually. I thought it would take a lot more to fill up the dehydrator. The temperature is on 125, and this is full, and this is gonna dehydrate at this point. Okay, that's just shredded stuff, and then once that is done, it'll probably take about 24 hours for that to dehydrate fully. But I will just put it in a jar, and it'll be shelf stable at that point once it's dry. It needs to get really dry and crispy, so that it'll be shelf stable to go into a jar and sit until I'm ready to add it to soups and stews and all kinds of other stuff throughout the year. So I'm gonna continue shredding. Let me show you exactly how much I have left. Yeah, still quite a bit left. All I used was what was right over here in order to fill the whole dehydrator.
Now you might be wondering exactly what I think I'm going to do with all of this zucchini in the first place. And the answer is it's going to be very versatile. After we preserve it in a few different ways, it's going to really be versatile to use in sweet dishes and savory dishes in a lot of different ways throughout the year. So this year for myself, I did not get any kind of zucchini harvest from my garden because the squash bugs were so intense. I replanted zucchini several times in my garden, and every single time they just were taken out by the squash bugs. So I did not get a single zucchini out of my garden or summer squash at all out of the garden this year. So I was really, really happy when the farmer told me, hey, I've got this big box of zucchini, if it's something you think you would like. And I was like, absolutely, yes, this is an answer to my prayers. So you saw I shredded up a majority of that there, and then now I'm moved on to dicing the zucchini up here. And the dices I think will be really handy, especially when I go to make soups and stews and long cooking type of things. I can just kind of add them in and they can cook down and break down in, like I said, soups and stews and things like that over the cooler months. As for the shreds, I will use those in zucchini bread and muffins, of course, but also in things like breakfast bakes, like oatmeal breakfast bakes or even breakfast egg bakes. You can just throw in some shredded zucchini into those and you don't even notice that they're in there. So another thing that I might do with those shreds is to use that for smoothies, because again, zucchini is so, I don't want to say flavorless, but it has such a mild flavor that you can really mix it into all kinds of dishes without even being any the wiser that it's really there. So I'm just packaging up the diced zucchini into, this is 4-cup quart bags there. So that's exactly how much I put in there. And then the shredded zucchini, I'm portioning up into 2-cup servings. That's basically what my recipe for like zucchini bread calls for, is a 2-cup amount of the shredded zucchini. So I think it'll be easy if that's what I've got on hand, then I can just pull out one bag and make up a batch of whatever it is. I've got lots of nice looking bags here of zucchini, and these are all freezer bags, of course. You could go so far as to vacuum seal these. I just was out of vacuum seal bags at this point, so I did not vacuum seal them. Zucchini will be probably totally fine in the freezer up until the point that I use it. So I'm just labeling them with the date and what it is, and then exactly how much is in there too, because I may not remember on down the line exactly how much is in each bag. So it'll be nice to have that right on the package as well. Just throwing them all into one bin so that I can easily take them to my freezer. And this is my little freezer that is in my laundry room. It's inside the house, but in my laundry room, so it's out of my way, and it has so much of our homegrown and home preserved things in there. Some things I can, other things I freeze, and this, you'll see lots of things that are frozen either for the time being, like lots and lots of tomatoes that at that point when I filmed this video, I had not yet dealt with. And also last year we had so many pumpkins. So I was able to cook and freeze tons and tons of pumpkin puree. That's what you see on the top shelf there. This little freezer holds mostly homegrown stuff or breads.
All right, you guys, I'm nearly done here for the day. I just got all of that shredded and cubed zucchini into the freezer in my laundry room, so that is good to go in there. And what I have left are these bigger chunks of peeled zucchini. I'm gonna leave those just like that because I really do want to try the recipe for pineapple zucchini. That is a canned product. So what I'm going to do, I don't have the pineapple juice that I need in order to make that though. So tomorrow I'll run out and pick up that pineapple juice so that I can can up this zucchini as faux pineapple. I think that is so awesome. So I'm gonna try that. So for now, all I'm going to do is bag up this last of the zucchini, and I'll just throw this into the refrigerator just like this. It's peeled, it's dry, it's fine to just bag it up for overnight, and then tomorrow I'll proceed on with the rest of that project. And it will not take long to make that pineapple zucchini tomorrow. So anyway, that is going to be it for this particular video though. We'll do the pineapple zucchini together in another video, and I think that is going to be such an interesting canning project to work on. And we're just going to experiment with it. This was, after all, free zucchini to me, so I think it's going to be really fun to play around with that pineapple zucchini. Anyway, that is going to be it for me today, and I hope that you have enjoyed spending some time together. So I really appreciate you being here. Hey, if you enjoyed the video, I would love it if you would give it a like. Have you subscribed yet? I would love it if you would subscribe. That really helps my channel grow. You know, I am just now starting out here on YouTube, so any kind of likes or comments, or definitely your subscribe, helps me out here on our homestead with our YouTube channel. So I really appreciate you being here, and I hope to see you back here real soon.